Hi guys, Yanis here from Scan Heating. Today this video is dedicated to the size of the water. Why we need expansion vessel, why we need expansion vessel on the room seal systems like unvented hot water cylinders and seal heating systems. In order to understand first of all why we use expansion vessel, how to size the expansion vessel, it's better to start from fundamentals. Why we need expansion vessel? Let's start for the physics. If we have, for example, water in the kettle like this one, if we change the temperature from 10 to 80 degrees Celsius, then the water expands. The expansion normally is 0.04 per 100 liters. This, because we have room seal system, those expansion somewhere has to go. And here's the expansion vessel. This is the size of the water and the air on top. When the 10 degrees is like this, and usually in the system we have between 1 and 1.5 bars. Let's put 1.5 bar pressure on the water, and on the expansion vessel on the air we have 0.75 plus minus 2, but I don't want to go a bit more deeper. And the diaphragm on the expansion vessel is nearly equal. When we heat up the water, then the diaphragm from this position go on this position and bring the balance on the system without to damage it. If we exceed this pressure and we go to 160 degrees, then we're gonna have another expansion. Of course, we don't talking about these temperatures, guys, on the systems, but just let you know. That's why we need the expansion vessel, and that's why the expansion vessel bring the balance on the room seal systems like the unvented hot water cylinders or central heating systems. The very general rule of thumb in order to calculate what size of expansion vessel we need, let's guys keep it very simple, is the 10% of the total size of the total volume, of the water. How to calculate the water in the system? Yes, the very scientific way is to use a water meter when we try to fill up the system when it's empty. Okay, we don't do that. You can calculate, for example, roughly about 10 liters per radiator average. And also there is another simple formula if you want to go even deeper. V equal Vs times E divided by D. V is the expansion vessel size in liters, Vs is a system of the water content in liters, E is the expansion of water, usually 0.04, depends on a lot of factors, and D is the vessel acceptable factor. Please just give you an idea how simple it can be, but don't go so deep for me. The factors we have to know anyway is what we need to know is how much water we have the installation, what's the maximum temperature, what's the maximum and minimum working pressure. According to these factors, this is the rule of thumb you have to remember. And let's say if we go to unvented hot water cylinders, we have 150 liters, we need roughly about 15 liters expansion vessel. On the market there is no, I don't think so, there is 15 liters, but you can use, for example, the 16 liters, 18 liters, 24 liters, or you can use two expansion vessels in parallel. If we, for example, go to the commercial installation and we have 600 liters, we can use a big expansion vessel, or we can use parallel a lot of expansion vessels. Guys, I hope you like it. Please like, subscribe to support this channel, and I would like to thank you so much one more time from the bottom of my heart for your time. And if you have any questions, more than happy to answer to you. Have a good evening.